Go for it. Oh, it told me it was recording. Oh, I got to push this button. What the fuck, man? Why did it just happen?
Because you have to accept it, so I don't have to be creepy. So this little spot right here, my older brother Dalen has one, but it's like kind of in the middle, and it goes in a swirl, and he calls it the lady killer. And and my father a couple weeks ago was like, "You got the calic, you got the lady killer." I was like, "Yeah."
I got a calic too. You know where it's at?
I don't want to know.
It's on the ass of my head, right
Mine
back
too.
here. Yeah, right. You got one too.
Yeah.
You got two calics.
I don't remember this. The front one's called something different. I don't remember what it's called though.
You
Anyway,
must be psychic then.
I gotta think what deck I want to give you. I feel like I need to pull a chakra card for you.
Okay, so was I focusing on all four things or just two?
Well, this spread is kind of to just kind of go overall everything.
So I told you I got 4 issues. 2 are the same.
Right. Let's go through
And
this
the other
spread real
2 are
quick.
completely different.
Yeah. Let's go through this spread real quick and see if anything like opens up for me that I can catch on. And then if I'm wrong, let me know. If you need more assistance after that, then let me know.
Okay.
Sound good? So I'll do like a general right now and see where we go from there.
Yeah, because I told you I didn't want you to know any of the things that were going on.
Oh, it'll come out.
No, they'll come out. All right, hit me, girl.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out which ones I want to pull. Okay, so I have
Got your White Claw? Woo!
Yeah. Woo! Okay, so I'm going to do these 2 cards. Let me grab the book for this deck real quick because I don't have the chakras completely memorized.
All right. You didn't even pause it. Like that pole in the background, though. Woo! She's back.
I'm back. Okay. So just get in the zone, man.
Yeah. Are you hearing my TV in the background?
A little bit.
Should I shut it off for this?
Yeah.
I gotta fuck with the camera though. Because I have my phone sitting on the remote controls.
Fancy.
Hey, MacGyver shit.
Yeah. All right. Focus.
All right. Here we go.
What does Danny need to heal right now? Soul healing. That one comes out a lot.
Healing.
Soul healing, number 35.
Soul healing.
Universal light, number 34. And peace. So let me grab the book for you and I'll let you know what it means. Winter actually grabbed this card the other day. She grabbed a box from the kitchen, took it into the bedroom, stood on it, and pulled this card. Peace card.
And you drew it for me.
Weird, right? Yeah, so you have soul healing, peace, and universal light. 31, 34, and 35.
Okay, the numbers mean absolutely nothing to me.
Dude, there's like random sticky notes on that one too. Whoa.
Am I like super special?
Yeah, man. There's like half a book of sticky notes on the universal light page. Weird. Winter must have put those there or something. Actually, as Slover likes to put it, they know.
He would.
They know. Okay,
All right.
so
what's my
universal
choice?
light. Okay, so universal light, soul star chakra. So that one is soul star chakra. That would be like, yeah, soul star is up here. So the crown chakra is usually connected to spirit and your spirit outside of earth, basically, if that makes sense. And then soul star is even more above that. Okay, so the affirmation for this card is I am a divine channel of universal light. So basically, like, your body is here as a vessel to have your like spirit here. Does that make sense? Like, our bodies are basically like vehicles.
No, I get that.
Okay. So the affirmation is I am divine channel of universal light. So that's just reminding yourself that, we're not humans. We're not like just humans, right? We're spiritual beings in human bodies. That's what I get off of it anyway. Okay, so you've pulled this card today to remind you that you are always connected to and an extension of the powerful universal light of the cosmos. This light is what fuels your soul and gives birth to the stars. It is the all-wise, all-knowing, all-loving energy of the universe. This light is divine, unconditional love at its purest. Sometimes you can feel disconnected and shut off from this light. However, in truth, you are an extension and made up of this energy, and can never be separate. This light loves, guides, and supports you at all times. You're being encouraged to focus on this divine connection to the cosmos and do what is required to deepen and awaken fully to this universal light. Does that feel good?
That's good.
Okay, that's about half of what they have here, but I'm going to go into the other ones.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so soul healing is...
Wait a minute, there was only 3, the cards you drew?
Yeah.
Or was it? Okay, so this is the last one.
No, I'm doing the second one. Each of these cards has an affirmation. That's what I was reading first. And then I went into part of the description they have in the book.
Got it. So that whole bit was the first card.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
And I was just throwing my intuition out there when I didn't read the description yet, and I was pretty spot on, I think.
Okay, I'm going to tell you right now that one there really didn't pertain too much, but it did have points that did kick in. Does that make sense? So I'll give you a little bit of insight here.
For sure. Yeah, this is a chakra thing. So the chakras are kind of what you need to do with, like, healing wise. It's not going to go super deep into it. It's just kind of giving you a general overview, I think.
Okay.
Just giving like a little bit of insight. So your first one that I actually pulled was soul healing. So that's also the soul star chakra. So that's again connected to the universal light there. But the affirmation for this one is I open to receive deep soul healing now and embrace the support of pure love to guide my healing journey. Okay? Because my understanding of why we're here, like, at all, is to release karma and grow and learn and have soul healing, right? So yeah, we're here on earth to like grow as
that kind of combines with the first one, which I mean, in the parts that did matter. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, for sure. The first one's just kind of reminding you where we really come from and why we're here. The second one's just saying, hey, that we're doing some soul searching, basically. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. And
then I'll read a little bit of the description for you if you'd like.
Okay, please.
You've called upon this card today as deep soul healing is at your hand. Your soul is the all-powerful consciousness aspect of your being and is currently undergoing a healing process. This awakening can sometimes stir things up in your life as it creates the change required to expand to a higher state of awareness. That makes sense because of what you were saying earlier.
Yeah.
Things being chaotic. Sure. Usually when things are super chaotic and you're just like, nothing's working, what the fuck? You come out of it and you're like, whoa, look what I've all
pretty much 100% on.
Hi?
I said pretty much 100% on.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is I didn't give you any insight.
Right. And I can actually really pick up on these things in people. It sucks because sometimes I really can't turn it off. That's why working in the club was really hard sometimes, because like I like engulf other people's energies, and I don't mean to. It's hard to turn off sometimes. So where were we at?
Okay, we're going on to 3 now.
Yeah, if you want to go forth. So peace is number 31.
That's the one that I had most interest in.
Okay. The peace card is actually the crown chakra. So crown chakra is typically like purple or white. And it's just where you're connected to spirit. Well, it's connected to spirit and just being really spiritual. So the cards you just pulled were really about like you're out of this realm kind of thing. Does that make sense? So it's more spiritual. Like, I mean, this is all spiritual, but it's more, it's not the physical, I guess.
2 of the 4, the abnormal ones, are out of this realm.
Yeah.
The other 2 were inside.
Yeah. So affirmation here is peace exists in each moment and within every cell of my being. So just reminding yourself of that. Like, this is why you're here. You're going through these things because you're having these soul healing. These things are happening to you, or it feels like you're happening to you because you're going through soul healing here. And then again, reminding yourself that like peace is all around us. It can be within you as long as you're like focusing on the light parts. I think that would be a good explanation. So you called upon this card today to remind you that peace is available to you at each moment. Peace lives within you and surrounds you at all times, and you are encouraged to connect with the powerful healing vibration of your soul and the universe. Your life may have been feeling out of control and full of stress of late. I think it meant to say as of late, and it is time to stop for a moment and recognize and deeply connect to the peace that lies within you. Yeah, that all makes some sense, doesn't it? I'm going to read the next line here. It says, you may feel the urge to meditate or simply go somewhere in nature where you're able to sit by yourself to feel the peaceful energy that is being offered to you at this time. So I think it's really asking you to just kind of like take a second to pause. Because it's easy to get through, like, all these things might be just coming crashing down at the same time, right? And it's easy to get really like caught up and just tangled in that and stressed out. But when we remember what our purpose is, it really helps. That's how I feel anyway. When we can pause and be like, oh shit, I'm here because of this. But in the moment, it's hard and frustrating and you're like spinning around. Okay, so I'm just going to go with the traditional Rider-Waite here. And let's get into your spread. You ready?
So we're doing another one?
We're doing the Rider-Waite.
Okay.
So we're getting into the Celtic Cross here. Drink break.
I already did that.
You would. Okay.
It's right here on the floor next to me.
Good for you. Sounds fancy.
Oh, it's so fancy.
Yeah.
You have no idea. You'd probably love it, but it's so fucking crowded in here.
Why?
Too much furniture, less space.
I always thought that about your apartment. You have too much furniture for one dude.
I'm trying to get rid of the one couch or the love chair, but I did bring in a desk. What? I mean, you've been here before. You slept in the bedroom. It's a spare bedroom.
Yeah.
With Jeremy and Winter.
Yeah. I was here.
A little bit's changed since then. Okay, go on.
Okay, so give me a significant card for Danny. Challenge. Okay. I'm gonna pull but not flip them yet and then go through after that because it seems to go a little more smoothly here. So
you do what you do, girl.
For sure.
You always did and you always will.
Yeah. What's causing this situation for Danny? Okay, that one needs to come out. And what is in the past? What can be accomplished?
That's a good one.
Yeah. The Celtic Cross is cool because it kind of gives you insight to all areas.
Yeah, and that's
just
that's
four, Danny.
I know one of my 4.
Right.
Actually, 2 of my 4, I'll be honest with you.
Environment around Danny. This is like a traditional spread that I, for some reason, just didn't memorize yet.
Gotta get better at this, I guess.
I have my own spreads I usually do, but I don't usually do general readings.
Well, I would think that your own spreadings would be better than
more personable, but this one's fun because it goes in, it kind of gives you insight of all angles around you, like people around you, that kind of a thing.
Yeah, and you know me, so I mean, we haven't hung out much in the last what has it been, like 3 years?
Right? Seriously. Okay, so I feel like I need to pull these cards too. So these are okay. So first off, what your significator. So you here is somebody who's working hard and you're trying to master like one specific skill, it seems, or you're trying to work diligently in one area of your life because you're just kind of trying to climb that ladder. Does that make sense?
No, it does. It does. And this is one of my 4 is I've already climbed that ladder. I want them to pay me for being at the top of that ladder.
Oh, funny, because you got the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles is your immediate challenge. Okay, so it's the second card here. So the Queen of Pentacles is somebody who knows their worth, and they're in that mature energy of like, no, I'm gonna get what I want. Does that make sense? This is also the card of Capricorn. It's a Capricorn card. This is like just knowing your worth, and that's like you feel like you've honed in on your skills here. Does that make okay? So you've honed in on these skills, you've been racking them up, you know that you're climbing the ladder kind of a
totally
thing.
Get it. You totally racked one of the 4.
Okay. So that might have to do with this whole, that might end up being this whole reading, but it might kind of jump around a little bit.
And there is more to that.
Well,
so if it does wrap into that reading, that's great. I'm down.
So I'm going to get some oracle here that might give me a little bit of a predictor here, and you don't have to say yes or no for them if you don't want to. Okay, if you don't want to give away too much. Give me a little more insight into this situation here, please.
Well, I can already tell you that from the get-go, I didn't want to give you any information.
Right. Yet you sought me out to do a tarot reading.
Yeah.
Which is gonna reveal everything.
And you nailed one right at the get-go.
Yeah. No, the thing is like I kind of, so like I have a lot of like premonitions and like spirit guides talking to me, obviously, right? We kind of all do. We just tune it out. A lot of people do anyway. And you have to kind of rekindle that. But it's hard sometimes for me to get the words out of what is going on in my head. So, like, because I can see it, I can visualize it, I know it's happening, and sometimes it's going so quick that I can't get it out there yet.
Anyway. I know Shan language. I'm good.
Thanks. Okay, so your oracle here, we have lightning, sudden change, shocking news, surprise, an epiphany, an upheaval, and a transformation. Twin flames, yin and yang, zen, balance, union, duality, coupling, complementing each other. Twin flames are usually people who, twin flames, to my understanding, is people who are part of the same line, like lifeline, and they come to Earth maybe at different timelines, but they break off from each other, right? And they may come to Earth or whatever other place that we're in, right? And sometimes you'll meet your twin flame, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a lover, or so like sometimes you'll meet your twin flame and then you'll like be so alike or so opposite. That makes totally no sense, but you might be so much opposite of each other, but also like really stubborn or something. So that's the alike, that you're like, it'll be like really passionate lovemaking, and then you'll just fucking bicker. Does that make sense? And then, so you might just like bicker at each other, and it's like you're so at each other's throats, but then you'll split up, and then sometimes you'll come back together. It's weird.
It is weird and so true.
Yeah, twin flames are weird. Like, it's a lot of people are like, I want to find my twin flame, because ultimately you're supposed to be together, and it's supposed to be this yin yang and this like good union, but it's really difficult because you'll bring each other through like karmic stuff.
Like I get it.
Yeah.
It's like, it's fun to argue, it's fun to fuck, and it's fun to sex, and it's fun to just chat.
Well,
I get
yeah.
it.
No,
Get it.
And then like things might balance out later if you end up coming back together, but that's not to say like that's not the only type of relationship that releases karma, though, because I think that me and Jeremy's relationship was very, very karmic, and that's why it was so freaking intense, but I did a hell of a lot of growing, and it was really painful. But yeah, I don't think that Jeremy and I are twin flames, though. And that doesn't always have to be lovers.
Okay, so I think Maggie and I are.
You could be, or you could just be karmic partners too. I think that Jeremy and I are just karmic partners. Karmic partners are kind of the same thing. Like, it could be really quick. Okay, so twin flames are kind of usually short-lived. They're short-lived romantic, fun, fling type things, right? And then the sex is supposed to be like banging and amazing and better than anything. Yeah, and then
Yeah.
and then yeah, and then sometimes you'll split and you'll come back together later, but it doesn't mean that it will be healthy in the end either, because it might not be this lifetime.
I just want her to come stay the night and then go home.
Yeah, but I mean, there's karmic releasing relationships too, because yeah, there's like karmic relationships. So like me and Jeremy's, that was long lived, but we like beat each other up so much that on my end, I mean, I did a lot of fucking healing from it, and I grew so much more as a person in that relationship. In my opinion, I don't feel like he grew much at all. Not spiritually anyway, but that's
I'm not even gonna comment on that.
Yeah. Anyway, I did a whole lot of spiritual growth. So
okay, I'm gonna make some noise here.
Okay. You're getting another drink.
Oh God, you're taking forever.
I'm sorry. You wanted me to do a reading.
It's all good. I just put you in a different place.
Okay, here's the third card.
I'm still paying attention though.
Okay. Third card is the Hand of Cards. Take a chance, risk, being strategic, options, not showing your hand or gambling. Okay, so that would be like playing your cards right, basically, right? Not telling everybody everything that's going on, which Pisces, I know that you're really good at.
Well, you've known me for a while, so
keeping things to yourself that need to be kept to yourself, I guess. Yeah. Okay. So let's go on to number 3 here. Number 3 is your the cause of what's
on that. I am very personable. You know that.
Yeah.
So I
As
mean,
you typically are.
I don't spread my fucking bullshit all over Facebook and shit like that.
Yeah, and you probably wouldn't take very kindly to a person that you're trying to date or something who's really gossipy, right? Because it kind of just shows distrust. Well, yeah, not distrust,
I'm kind of getting over that right now.
What?
I said I'm kind of getting over that right now.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, continue. But
well, I was just trying to get a little more insight on the whole reading. But anyway, so where we left off was that Queen of Pentacles. That's the Capricorn energy, just like having your eye on the prize, knowing your worth here. And that is that's your immediate challenge. So the foundation and the cause of the situation is number 3 here. That's the Hangman. The Hangman is staying true to your convictions, but also being stuck. So there isn't any movement in the moment.
Okay, hold on. Hangman, like being stuck in like life, right?
Yeah.
Okay, continue.
Okay, I'm gonna come back because I have to pee too.
What the heck you got now?
Candle, but I don't know where to put it. Man.
Yeah, I'm not gonna comment on that either.
So the Hangman is also like somebody who's staying true to their convictions and maybe possibly so this is like the cause of your situation. This is your physical, like emotional needs here. This might be somebody who needs to perhaps look at their situation from a different perspective, because if you look at the Hangman, he is upside down, right?
Yeah, it looks like he's being hung from his feet, not his neck.
Yeah. So he's also he's actually keeping himself there as well. By staying, like being stubborn kind of a deal, right? Because sometimes there's need for flexibility. And you mentioned a lot of like chaos happening and stuff in your life right now. So that's also just need for being flexible, because change is happening when it's super chaotic like that. And like I said earlier, things are chaotic because that's healing. It's kind of like what people mean by like soul searching in a way, right? Okay, so number 4 is the past. So what's behind you here? The Ace of Pentacles. So the universe may have given you an opportunity to advance your wealth. I'm hearing like somebody offered you a raise or something, or you may have needed to ask for one and you missed your shot, or a job opportunity may have come in and you said no. You may have turned it down and you're still contemplating it because it may be that you're feeling like you're more worthy of more than what they're offering. Put your poker face back on.
You just busted the poker face.
Yeah, I did.
It's asking for a raise.
Yeah. And I mean, okay.
And I'm worth more than what they're paying me.
Right. And that's
that.
Right. And you've been thinking about it is the thing. You've been thinking about it. And it's like I feel as if you're in your own way though, because you've been thinking about it because you've been like,
because I want to word it correctly.
Yeah. And I got all choked up when I just said that.
Right.
Throat chakra, right? No, I totally get it. And also I think that I think that what I'm trying to say here is, your worth, that you're worth more, but it's just coming to the person and saying it. So you're holding yourself back in that way because it might be like the fear of rejection, that kind of a thing.
Well, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, be honest. It might be the fear of rejection, or like maybe the fact that maybe they don't feel like you're worth more.
Precisely.
Yeah.
Because then it would mean I'm looking for a new job.
Right. Because if you do that, then you make a fool out of yourself, right?
Right.
So again, that's that hand of cards here. It's just like playing your cards close to your chest here, but like really being strategic about how you're going to go about this. I don't know, you probably asked for a million raises in your life, but maybe try to figure out like a good way to word it. Maybe do a little research on how you should word asking for a raise in a way that's going to persuade them to say yes. So use some like sales tactics kind of a thing. Yeah,
I'm asking for a substantial amount of raise.
Side note, my father actually texted me the other day and he was like, we just got a $46,000 raise. And I was like, holy shit, because he's working for a company and his own company at the same time. So he just got a $46,000 raise. And I was like, wow, how? Right. And he said that he was thinking about it and he went up to his boss and he was like, hey, how about a raise? Ha ha. Right. And the guy was like, oh, how much do you want? And he was like, about 46,000. And he was like, let's flip for it. So he flips a fucking coin. Well, he didn't have one, but the other guy had a nickel. So the
boss had one.
No, a different guy. It was a guy who a bystander, like the boss's next guy.
Right? The bum on the side of the street in Spokane. Right?
Right. And he had a nickel. So they flipped for it. And my father won the raise. And the funny thing was, the guy that gave him the nickel, I don't remember who it was, but it was the guy next to him. Anyway, he was like, yeah, we were literally just talking about giving you a raise.
That's and almost, my father
just jokingly walked up.
Like,
what?
That's like fucking, hold on, time out. that's like a $20 an hour raise.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah, and he was just jokingly being like, how about a raise? And the guy was like, oh yeah, how much you want?
I'm sure that's
just talking about it.
It's probably not going to hold up. But anyways.
I don't know, man. He was super stoked. Whatever. I just thought that was funny because
bet.
What?
I said he won a bet.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers. Okay. So number 5 up here is your goals, your conscious awareness, the best that can be accomplished at the present. The moon, Pisces. This is Pisces card, actually.
I'm a Pisces, so
yes, you are.
You know that.
You're a Pisces sun. Anyway, the moon card is being very imaginative, imagining. Okay, so for some reason I'm getting manifestation here. This is like going with, okay, so manifesting really has to do with like really visualizing where you want to be and then just really feeling like you're already there and like making yourself like feel those emotions. So like, how would a raise make you feel, right? It'd make you feel pretty freaking good and you'd be a little more secure and you wouldn't be worrying as much about this and that, right? So really putting yourself there and really being,
I said just a little bit, but anyways, continue.
Yeah, I mean, typically that's how much more money helps us. So this moon card is being like imaginative and dreamy about this. Okay, For some reason, I'm getting also like you can only dream about what you want right now. So you kind of have to wait. Are you waiting to ask for the raise? Like, are you waiting for like a specific date or time?
Yes.
Okay. So you're like waiting for a specific time. So you're actually, and this is saying in your what you can do best right now, because you are waiting for this specific time. It's just really visualize how that would make you feel. And you're kind of just dreaming about it. Does that make sense? Like you're daydreaming about asking your boss and what he's going to say or whatever, or how that would make you feel or what you could do with that money.
Well, I know what I'd do with the money, but yeah, everything else is on spot. I mean, like how to ask for the raise. I think I pretty much got it figured out now. Mm-hmm. How I'm gonna do it, and it's probably gonna be through a fucking Zoom call, like what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
Or an email.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I should hit the owner's daughter, which is the president of the company.
Hold on for a second. I thought you meant like hit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
No.
Okay.
So I don't know if I should ask the president or the owner of the company. And the owner of the company doesn't work very much.
Right. And the president would probably
they really like me because I know more than all their carpenters know.
Yeah. So right now you're really just contemplating like how you're going to go about it, who you're going to contact, that kind of a thing.
Correct.
And that's the best that this moon card here is really just the best you can do at the moment, because this is about your goals and you're just kind of like thinking about it, I think. So this is like the planning stages, and that's fine. There's always a planning stage. Okay, so let's go over to number 6 here. This is your environment, your surroundings, the people around you, your outside influences, how they perceive you. Okay, so number 6, the Hierophant. Yeah, Hierophant is the Taurus card. This is also the card of like final say. I'll give you a second.
I'm interested in this one.
So, yeah.
By the way, I can drink and you can talk, so you don't need to pause for me. You pause for you.
I'll do what I want.
Yeah. Okay,
no, I feel you. No, I just like I thought you were coughing, so I was going to give you a second to get through that. And also I wanted to drink. So
it worked out for both of us.
But a lot was coming through while I was thinking. So the Hierophant card here is the card of Taurus. Taurus, they're kind of just like, no, I want this, I'm going to go after this, right? The Hierophant card is also the final say. This is also the card of like marriage, but I don't really feel like it pertains to this. If it does, then okay. But this is like the final say, the final verdict. So this is how your environment, like how people see you. I think they see you as somebody who knows what they want. And you've already made your decision based off of like, you've already contemplated it. So if you're bringing something up, you made your decision, right? I don't know. I
drifted off there for a second for what you were talking about. But no, I do agree, because the part that I drifted off was so intense that it almost brought up anger.
What'd you drift off into? If you don't mind me asking. Okay. Let's keep going then.
Yeah, please.
Okay, so we'll move past that. I can clarify if you want.
Yeah, please do.
Okay. Let's clarify it. I'm just feeling there's really this heavy energy of like being stern. Just being stern.
Well, I can tell you this. You have touched. I mean, I told you I had 4 areas that I had issues with. You've touched 3 out of the 4.
Cool.
Already.
I'm not done yet. Okay, let's clarify this Hierophant. What?
I said, God help me.
Yeah, again, so you have the Page of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. So the Page of Pentacles is a really young, it's a young idea, so it's like fresh. It's like a fresh thought, right?
I think you drew that on me last time.
I might have.
Or the only first time you've ever done this to me. This is the second time.
Yeah. So that's like a fresh thought. So what I got through there was like, it feels like this is like future energy, but I feel like when you do go to these people and say something, they're going to be like, oh, he really means business. And it might catch them by surprise here. Because you also have the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords, again, is just like no bullshit. Does that make sense? So I think that, because this is supposed to be like your environment, your surroundings, and how people perceive you.
No, it absolutely.
So you're going in with like no bullshit. You've thought of this idea. You know where you want to go. There's no moving your mind here. You're not happy where you are, and because you feel like you, again, with this 6 of, or the fucking 8 of Pentacles. This is 8. Not 6, sorry. I don't know if I said 6 earlier or not, but this is the 8 of Pentacles. This is like somebody who's like almost reached the top of where they want to be, and it's like, well, where do I go next? Right?
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like you've come to this conclusion that you're like, well, I need to move up or move somewhere else, and it might come as a surprise to them, is what I'm feeling. But they're not going to see it as like a threat. It feels like they're going to, oh, okay, yeah, he's a pretty good guy or whatever, right? Like he knows what he's doing. He knows that he needs to move up or something. And it's like you're not coming in with bullshit. Like you're not. It's no bullshit. Like you've already made your decision, right? And there's not really much budging.
That's my exact thoughts.
Yeah, and same
with request for a raise. That is my exact thoughts.
Right, and this Hangman too, like I said, that was like being true to your convictions, not budging. Like you're not gonna let somebody sway the way that you think about things. Okay, so how do you see yourself and your personal strengths and weaknesses will come out in number 7. This is your individual perspective of you, and you have the Page of Wands in reverse. This actually came out, and I didn't see what card it was, but I knew that it was in the reverse earlier. Page of Wands is somebody who's ready to go on a new path. They've made the decision and they're going for it. Somebody who's reversed is still stalling. Does that make sense? Yeah.
Fuck you, Shannon. Okay, we can move past this one. Guilty.
I told you, tarot whack, dude. Tarot whack. Okay, so
I don't want to get ridiculed by you. Move on to the next one.
Danny, I totally misread the 6. The 6 was the future and what is going to happen before you.
What?
The one that I just read about the Hierophant and all these other ones. Remember I was saying, like, when you go to this person, they're going to think that you're no bullshit and it might be a little bit of a surprise. And they're just like, oh, he's made his decision. And I kept feeling it was future. I was reading the wrong little description right here. It was supposed to be future. So that one
failed. You failed.
I failed. So so this, because I kept feeling like that wasn't your environment, but the next one here is number 8. That's the environment around you, like your surroundings. And again, like how others perceive you. Okay, so I mean, when you go towards this person in the future, that's how they're going to perceive like your email or your Zoom call. It's like you're gonna be like on money, like eye on the prize, and they're gonna know.
Wait a minute. Start the fuck over. So when people see me, what are they gonna see? So you put 2 and 1, did you?
No, I read the wrong description, but every single time I kept reading number 6 with the Hierophant, I kept being like, this feels like the future. And it is. It's supposed to be the future. I read the
what's the future? Quick scenario. What was the future to remind my memory?
Okay, so the Hierophant, remember I said it was like this no bullshit energy, already made my decision.
Yeah.
They're gonna see you and may be like spring up there a little fast, and they're gonna be like, oh wait, catch them off guard kind of a thing. And they're gonna see you as somebody who's already thought this through. Okay. Right? Like you're just not making like a wishy-washy decision or
right. So I split the 2 apart that you put together. So that's good.
Yeah. So okay, that is like the future. That's how they're gonna perceive you. Right? Okay, so the 8th one is your environment, your surroundings, the people around you, whatever is outside of yourself and how they perceive you. Okay? So here goes. Well, because the number 6 one is, it doesn't have to be how they're going to perceive you, but that's definitely what I got when I pulled that. That's your future. If you go to these people and say this, that's what's going to happen. Okay, so Emperor. So again, okay, this is Emperor is Aries energy, which is right next to Taurus in the zodiac. And remember the Hierophant? They kind of look like the same guy.
I'm just wondering if I'm a king now.
No, I didn't pull the king.
I'm an emperor.
You're the queen, though. The queen is somebody. Don't let gender get in the way, but the queen is somebody who knows exactly what she wants. She's not going to back down, and she's going after her goals, just like a fucking Capricorn. Okay, so Emperor here again, how others perceive you is again that stern energy, knowing exactly what they want, going exactly after what they want.
God, almost look the same.
They almost do look the same, yeah. Taurus is a bull, and Aries is a ram. So think about how those animals fight and go after what they want. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I'm a fish. That'd be fucked.
Fish are cool because they can use logic and emotional at the same, like they can use that together. The queen, what I got before, remember I said that the Queen of Pentacles is also you. Queen of Pentacles, if we're getting astrology about it, Queen of Pentacles refers to Capricorn, and Capricorns are usually like eye on the money, usually not broke. They usually only, I mean, not only, but they typically go a lot like high in their career. But Capricorn is the goat. It's a sea goat. So it's actually half fish, half goat. Okay. So that's like depths of the oceans, like emotionally, but also able to put on like that stern filter and then go after money as well. Or that, like, think about a goat, they climb to the top, they climb fucking everything. And a mountain goat, it just keeps climbing. And it'll push over anything that's its fucking way. What? What?
I said, and on sharp edges.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm making dinner, but listening and
yeah.
You are right on top of things, man.
Right? Okay, so number 9 is your hopes and your fears on attaining this goal, the lesson that's going to be learned, and what might be blocking your development. Ready? Here goes. Oh, Knight of Swords, delivering your message. That's it. Knight of Swords is quick, too. He's the quickest knight. Knights are always like messengers. So this is like what's holding you back is, okay, I'm getting two different things. So what's blocking you is not going like steadfast into this and like just going like taking the plunge kind of a thing. Because I feel like it's like ripping off the Band-Aid. It's that what if factor. And that's like playing your cards right here. Like you don't want to just like barge in the guy's office and be like, give me a raise and like be annoying about it or whatever. But you also might be dragging your feet a little bit here. So it's finding that balance.
Yeah, I'm definitely dragging my feet in different areas.
Yeah. So the outcome, you ready?
Yeah.
So the outcome is what you'll gain from this experience, the reward, or it might be the quality or tool that might help you achieve a breakthrough here. So here goes the Star card. Okay, a Star card's Aquarius. This is remaining optimistic, knowing that if you put in the effort, you'll reap the rewards.
Oh, God, that's like the worst card I could have got.
Why? Because you're scared?
Because I know I can't win.
Why? You can't win? Or, I mean, Star card's cool though, because you also have the Moon card. The Moon card again was like dreaming up of everything that was happening and like, you know, that was what you could do in the moment. The Star card again is, it's also a tool that you could use. So if you remain like optimistic about the outcome, the best that, I mean, it could happen. It's just getting there. Like you just need to go and do it.
Yeah.
Like I said,
the whole problem.
You were holding yourself back. You're not going toward it. There's a lot of holding back here because you're holding yourself back there. I said that with the Ace of Pentacles, like you might have already had the opportunity and you didn't go through it, or it's like you felt like you did. That Hangman is also holding yourself back. The Knight of Swords, also again, that was holding yourself back because you're not going forth. But I mean, it's about having that balance too. Like, I don't want to curate this to make it like.
You hit it on, girl. You hit it on. You touched 3 out of the 4. I don't know if you want to like re-record another one.
Let's do it.
And I'll tell you what I want to focus on.
How do I end the recording?
Okay.
Oh.
It's still recording.